Hello everyone, in this video we're going to learn how to do proofs using the divides operator. So this statement says, suppose that a, b, and c are integers and a does not equal 0. We need to show that if a divides b and a divides c, then a also divides b plus c. Okay? So first we need to say, like, what does divides actually mean? So that's going to be kind of how we start. Well, we know that a, b, and c are integers, so we can say, like, since a and b are, or since a divides b, because we know a divides b, and then we can use this vertical line to show divide. So a divides b, then what does that mean? Well, if a divides b, then there's some integer that can be multiplied by a to give you b. And another way to think about divides is, like, if you divide like b divided by a, then you'd get an integer, like it would be a whole number. Okay, so since a divides b, then there exists, or then, yeah, we'll say there exists an integer we'll call n, and this n is an integer, such that, so we have this integer n, and we know that that means that b equals this integer n times a. Okay? And so we can use this exact same setup for a divides c, because it also says that a divides c. So then there also exists an integer, and we'll call it m, because it has to be a different integer, since it doesn't necessarily have to be the same integer, such that c equals m times a. Okay, so now we have a way to express b and c in terms of a and an integer. And so if we want, we want to show, so we'll say we need to show that a divides b plus c. So if we can get b plus c to equal a times some integer k, let's say where k is an integer, then we would have proved it. So we need to show that we can get this b plus c as a times an integer. And that won't be too difficult because we have this b and c in terms of integers in a. So let's just start by saying b plus c, right? And we know b plus c equals, we can plug in what we found up here. So b equals na and c equals ma. And now we can just say this equals a, and we can just distribute out the a and get n plus m. And so we know that this n plus m is just an integer. So this shows right here that a divides b plus c. And so we're done. We have proved that when a divides two things, a also will divide the sum of those two things. So that was just kind of a short proof using the divides. Hopefully that was interesting. Thanks for watching.